Talk to us about social media ads. A lot of people get it wrong. There's a lot of bullshit out there, frankly, of pixels, it's a bloodbath. Everybody's pivoting away from ads, going into SEO and influencers and not even
Yeah.
touching it. CACs are out of control. ROAS is just getting blown up. People are getting one-to-ones, maybe a 2 ROAS. The days of, can we get a 5x ROAS, a 10x or more? What are your thoughts? What's happening? Tell us what's going on, man.
There's a lot that's happening. As you can imagine, a lot of expectation setting has been needed to be had in the last 12 months. Yeah, the golden era is gone. The golden
What?
era of face in terms of the big ROAS and profitability numbers, especially if you're just starting out. We have some accounts that we run on. We have an agency as well, in addition to Elite Media Buyers, which is our mastermind group. But like we've got some accounts where we're getting 5-6x ROAS and stuff like that, but we're talking multi 8-figure brands that have built huge organic followings as well. And so a lot of that plays into your attribution with your ads also. But a lot of things I think to summarize it and concise it down to maybe a couple of key points of like what's going on out there. Only the strong have survived, essentially. So like the drop shipping stuff, the one-time purchase products that people used to sell through ads, that stuff is phasing out hard. um, and it's really forcing people to approach advertising the way that it is really meant to be approached, which is building long-term audience, acquiring leads, if you will, so that you can monetize on the back end in a variety of ways. Like that could be because of business model, and your business model has recurring purchase built into it.
Right.
So it doesn't just have to be like, oh, you have to send a bunch of email in order to make money.
Right.
It's like, what is your actual approach to acquiring customers in the first place? That will be exposed. I don't care if you're running TikTok ads or Facebook ads or whatever the hell else ads you're running. Like your marketing exposes product or process. And so if you've got a bad strategy, a bad offer in how you're acquiring customers, that's what's going on right now. So anybody that's pissing and moaning about ads not working, the guys like me who have high ticket info businesses and stuff like that as well, like it's all gravy. We're still getting 3, 4, 5, 6x, 7x ROAS on stuff like that because
Right.
the business model works really well with ads, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. But it's those one-time purchase, e-com AOV less than $100. Those are the guys and gals and businesses and brands, etc., that are really struggling because that's the golden era that has passed us, right? The
Right.
ability to be able to optimize through what's working with your ads to find out how to scale, what to kill, etc. That was taken away, and the $100 e-com AOV is what has taken the biggest hit.
Less than 100, it's tough out there, but you do think brands can still compete if they approach their social media advertising in the right way, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're spending millions of dollars a month successfully. It's
So it
like,
still works.
oh
Brands are
yeah,
doing it wrong.
absolutely.
They've gotten sloppy, they've gotten lazy.
Yeah.
What do they need to do? What is it? The creative? Is it video? Is it the basics? What are you
Yeah,
seeing
it's
that's
not.
working?
I mean, to not pick on you hardcore. Obviously, you're asking great questions. It's before any of that.
Okay.
It's really about expectations. I think a lot of people have this idea like I'm gonna create this e-com business, or maybe you're 3 or 5 years in and you have a multi 7-figure e-com business, and you're just like, how do I get this to work? And by work, they usually mean I'm not making any money. My bank account isn't reflective of all of the input that I've put in, right?
Right.
And so with that, I would say, what is your expectation of how you're getting customers? Because Russell Brunson tried to tell you guys this stuff. I don't know when they launched ClickFunnels, 8 years ago, when he gave you the concept of the book funnel. And the idea of the book funnel was to build a list for free so that you could sell whatever the hell you wanted the second time around. And the problem is that people are trying to create these profit cash cows by finding the golden product on Amazon or whatever the heck, bringing that over to Facebook and saying, I'm not making money. But the people who approach it of realistically get rich quick or make money fast, the people who are building legitimate businesses, like my only goal for Elite Media Buyers and what we do is to liquidate my ad spend as fast as possible so that I can build a massive community of tens of thousands of people that I can selfishly. And how does Ezra Firestone, what is his saying? It's like something like profit ethically, or ethically
Oh,
profit or whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where we can where we can profit. Why can't I think of the word?
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like
You know what I mean?
serve,
But like anyhow,
give
so
back. Yeah.
yeah, so 10 times the amount of value. Like I appreciate that affirmation early on, but that's our goal. Like give 10 times the amount of value that we're asking for in return. And the goal is to liquidate ad spend with acquisition. And it should be the same for ecom as well. Because if you have a catalog of products and you're break even on the first acquisition, guess what? Everything else is 80% profit if your margins are good.
LTV. Right. It's not a one and
Yeah,
done.
right.
Exactly. Yes.
And so like the goal of paid traffic should be to acquire customers at break even or a slight profit. Right.
So
But
everybody's got it wrong, trying to make money on the initial transaction.
yes, and you're going to get people that are going to follow up on this podcast and post it in the comments or whatever, like, oh, I'm making money on. Yes, they're the exceptions, right? There's absolutely people who are making money from their ads on acquisition. But then the question becomes, what is the offer that they're using? Are they selling a $5,000 piece of furniture,
Right.
and the CAC is $500,
Right.
right? Do they have a subscription and the subscription's $29, but they lost money and then they're 5x on the 90-day LTV? Like, are they an ad agency that, the CAC is $1,500, but the AOV is 20 to 100 grand? Like, yes, people are making money through ads, but like the one-time purchase products with $50 AOVs, especially in the United States of America, probably not making money. We absolutely have people who are doing well on the front end in Australia, in Europe, in the UK, where the CPMs and the competition is lower. So a fully contextual part to the conversation is super important. I can ramble on. I've given you no opportunity to speak. I apologize.
No, I've been biting my tongue. This is great.